welcome back to the show here. Welcome back to BP's ProWrestlingCorner.com. I'm BP. This is Skippy right here. If you guys missed AEW, you missed a pretty good show. Not too bad. It just starts off, I guess, this tag team tournament thing is going on here, and it's looking pretty interesting to see how things are folding with that. You got SCU going against the Best Friends, in this match. Lucha Brothers come out and they attack SCU. They take out one of their boys.
Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, Christopher Daniels. And, hey, man, Scorpio Sky had to step in and do his thing. And that was a pretty good thing that he did, because they ended up winning this match. I gave a match 3 stars. It's pretty interesting to see. If you guys know who the Best Friends is, I don't know either, but I do know Trent Beretta.
Yeah.
He was formerly in WWE at one time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, SCU does win this match. There you go with that. Next up, man, our another tag team match. Ortiz and Santana. These guys are the Inner Circle. If you guys don't know who these guys are, they're formerly LAX members from Impact Wrestling. But anyway, Santana and Ortiz are here. They took on a guy named Silver and another guy named Reynolds. Probably a bunch of nobodies. I don't know who they are. But anyway, they showcased their skills. I gave this match only 2 stars. Ortiz and Santana didn't win this match. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
2 stars as well. I don't really know much about any of these guys yet. I'm still learning a lot of AEW people.
The same way with SCU and them guys for the first match, huh?
Yeah, I didn't follow a lot of indies or anything like that. I didn't watch Impact, so...
Well, so we're just flinging it here for you guys, because I know some, but not too much. But we're going to try. We're going to do our best every week here for AEW. We'll learn these guys together as we go, as we're watching the events and stuff. Next up, man, Dr. Britt Baker. If you guys know who she is, she's an awesome female wrestler for. She was on the Indies and she was really good there.
Miss Adam Cole.
Yeah, there you go. She is Miss Adam Cole. She is the wife of Adam Cole, and she's fantastic wrestler. She won one-on-one with the AEW Women's Champion, the new AEW Women's Champion, Rio, and they had a good match. Rio did end up pick up the win. I'll give it a match 3 stars. That wasn't too bad.
I give the match 3.5 stars. I'm going to be a little more lenient on these two. I feel like they're both very entertaining people, and I just would love more out of them, I think. I see potential with both here.
Rio, what's she weigh, about 80-something pounds?
Yeah, I probably could pick her up with my index finger here. Just start curling her like
right.
1, 2.
Yeah, she's something. She's little, man. I'm telling you.
I find that it's interesting how she uses her size, though. Like when she got out of the pin attempt by Britt Baker, just sliding out from underneath her. That was quite entertaining.
Yeah. So yeah, that was entertaining there. But yeah, fantastic match for Mrs. Cole, Miss Britt Baker. Next up, another tag team match took place that's going on in this tournament. Jurassic Express against the Lucha Brothers. These 2 teams right here I really like. I like the Lucha Brothers already. If you guys don't know who these guys are, these are from the Lucha Underground. Pentagon Jr. and his brother Phoenix. Great guys, great group, great wrestlers. Jurassic Express, on the other hand, you got Jungle Boy and who was the other guy? I forgot his name. But anyway, the other guy that's hurt, the big guy.
Luchasaurus?
Yeah, Luchasaurus, man. He is something special. You guys ain't seen this guy. But he could not compete, so Jungle Boy had to step in, or what's that kid's name? I don't even know his name, but if you guys see, you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was a great match. Lucha Brothers. I gave this match 4 stars because it was pretty high flying and entertaining. Lucha Brothers ended up picking up the win here.
I give it 3.5 stars. Great heel work out of the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah.
Just toying and taunting with these small guys.
Especially at the beginning of the night when they jumped SCU.
Yeah, that great heel work.
Yeah, it was great to see him. I'm a big fan of Pentagon Jr. anyway. Even if you watch the Lucha Underground back in the day, when Pentagon Jr. was by himself and his brother was on the same show and he was by himself. And at the time, I didn't even know these guys were brothers. So it was interesting to see these guys go at it too, one-on-one sometimes. So that was interesting to see. Next up, man, we had a tag team match. Pac and Jon Moxley took on Kenny Omega and Hangman Page here. Now, we all know who these guys are. Everybody knows who they are. Moxley ended up during this match ended up leaving the ring. I guess Pac pissed him off.
Stole his barbed wire
Yeah.
weapons of destruction.
Right. If you guys don't know who Pac is, formerly known as Aaron Neville. Or not, is it Aaron Neville? Or just Adrian Neville? Adrian Neville back in the WWE days. Aaron Neville, he was a singer.
Or just plain Neville, yeah.
Moxley, you guys don't know who he is. Come on.
Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, exactly. That's common sense, and everybody knows who Kenny Omega is. Hangman Adam Page, he came from ROH. So it's pretty interesting to see all these guys, Cody and Brandy, and these guys are picking up from independent, to bring in here in the AEW league here. Man, it's going to shape up to be something special. These guys can really get it going on. Because like you said many times before, these guys ain't got writers, man.
No.
They just go at it. They just go at it.
Stick to your plot points. Figure out who's going over.
Yeah.
Tell the story in the ring. It's that simple.
And these 4 guys can definitely do so, and they did here. I gave it 4 stars. Kenny Omega and Adam Hangman Page did end up winning the match because, like I said, Moxley wasn't having none of Pac shit.
Yeah.
Bottom line, he just left.
If there's an example of a guy who just doesn't give a fuck, it's John Moxley.
Yeah, most definitely, dude. Most definitely.
I give it 4.5 stars, honestly. These guys, these are all main event players, and they're all in one match. I mean, you can't go wrong there.
Yeah. Speaking of main event match, your main event for the night was a street fight against Darby Allin going against Mr. Chris Jericho, the champion of AEW.
What was his nickname? The Painmaker?
The Painmaker now.
What was that? What was that?
I don't know. But anyway, it's the champion, Mr. Painmaker, Mr. Fozzy himself. Yeah. Chris Jericho going against Darby Allin here. Chris Jericho wins. Bottom line, I gave it 3.5, 4 stars. Of course, the reason why he did win, I'm going to tell you what, Darby Allin gave him a run for his money.
Absolutely.
Of course, Jake Hager, formerly known as Jack Swagger, came in there and interfered in the match, gave Jericho the edge. There you go.
Yeah, I give it 4 stars. Darby Allin, he made a fan out of me. I will say that.
He's interesting.
Wasn't sure who this guy was. I'm like, who's this douchebag with the skateboard? Kind of reminded me like a young Jeff Hardy. When he went up against The Undertaker, nobody really gave him a shot. But honestly, he surprised you. Looked like he might pull it off with his hands duct taped behind his back, even. Jumping off the rope outside, doing suicide dives outside the ring with his hands tied behind his back. That is entertaining.
That was very
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
The fans there in the arena, they loved it. They were super
I loved it.
It was great.
And then, of course, the good heel work of any great faction of the Inner Circle.
There you go.
Jake Hager comes out and punches him right in the face.
Yeah.
Knocks him out. Jericho puts him in the walls. He can't even tap out. I think they just kind of called the match.
And, of course, after the match was over with, the rest of the Inner Circle came out and they celebrated with champagne.
With the bubbly.
Yeah, the bubbly for sure. But, yeah, still your champion is Mr. Painmaker Chris Jericho. Mr. Fozzy himself, the Judas. Anyway, it was great. It was a great event. But coming up, their pay-per-view coming up, guys, is called Full Gear, and that's going to be interesting to see what goes on there. But I got a few matches here that are going to take place. If you guys don't know, for the AEW Championship, Chris Jericho, the Painmaker, will be taking on Mr. Cody Rhodes. So for the AEW Championship, so that's going to be interesting. See if maybe Cody can finally win the big one.
Yeah, absolutely.
His daddy has, why not? His brother's won a couple championships in his time. Of course, never the big one for Mr. Dustin Rhodes or Gold Dust or whatever.
I thought it was interesting that he didn't win it originally. Most of the time, you run your own promotion. You are the champ at some point.
But I have to give Cody credit there because he's thinking to himself, just because I am the owner or whatever, I don't need the belt right now. That time will come. No. I don't need to be champion starting off. He's got other things on his plate, like running the show itself, running AEW, besides being an AEW champion, and but maybe he's ready for it now.
And it's probably a good way to say, hey, thank you to Chris Jericho, because
exactly.
Chris Jericho really helped this thing ignite.
Big time. You guys remember back to all the rallies and stuff they had. Chris Jericho was really a big major part of that, along with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. So them 5 guys, they made this work. So now it's up to us fans to keep it going. We'll see if we like it, we like it. If we don't, then Cody wants you to express your opinion. Trust me. So Moxley going against Kenny Omega here at Full Gear. That's going to be interesting to see these two guys go at it. Because, like you said, weapons with barbed wire of destruction.
These two are definitely brutal opponents, and they have history, and I feel like it might be getting personal, maybe.
And it could be getting personal, definitely. May be getting personal. Also on this card, man, Ortiz and Santana end up challenging the Young Bucks here. So we're going to see how this all plays out. And if you guys remember, they ain't even got no AEW Tag Team Championship.
No.
That's what this tournament's about. But the Young Bucks are out of the tournament because they lost. And of course, Ortiz and Santana, they're still in it, but we'll see what happens with that. I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we'll find out. And matches will be added, I guess.
Yeah.
To this Full Gear. But that was your show for AEW this week. I mean, it wasn't that long, but it's interesting because it's a new toy right now. I'm glad to see a new organization besides WWE. It's making WWE step up their game.
Absolutely.
Big time. NXT, man. I don't know.
It's really interesting how they are somewhat like NXT, making you care about guys you've never even met before.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of these guys on AEW television for the first time week after week.
Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, Lucha Brothers. These guys are fantastic. So we'll have to see, Jurassic Express. I like these guys.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, they got a lot of great top stars in AEW with Moxley, Pac, Page, Omega, Cody Rhodes, Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
But, it's building stars like this that is what's going to make this promotion work or not.
And, this is good for the wrestling business, guys. You guys don't, I'm telling you what, I'm glad to see it happen. I'm not too sure. I've been hearing a lot of things about the AWA power show they got going on. Well, if you guys don't know what's going on over there, Chris Aldis, or Nick Aldis, I'm sorry, is their NWA champion. If you guys don't know who that guy is, he's formerly known in NXT, or not NXT, but Impact Wrestling. And he is Mickey James's husband. So, but I'm hearing a lot of things about that. We're not going to cover that show, but a lot of these stars are coming from independent scene, man.
Yeah. And
they're getting the AEW's getting them, picking them up, and making us learn all about these guys. And it's going to be interesting to see up and coming new faces, new stars in the wrestling industry come out and show their skills, man, show their stuff. Yeah. So it's going to be great to see. Well, other than that, you guys, thank you guys so much for joining us here for the AEW, hash to review of what happened. And please like, comment, share, subscribe, and always comment. We will answer your questions. If you guys got questions, we'll try to answer your questions. And we'll give out shout-outs, man. If you guys want a shout-out, me and Skippy will shout you guys out. We are around Northeast Ohio, so even if you see us here around town, around the Akron, Bourbon area, Norton, please don't be afraid to come up and give us a holler, because we will damn sure holler back at you. But thanks a lot one more time for joining us here at BP's Pro Wrestling Corner. Until next time, man, you guys know what to do. See you next time right here on the corner.